are Gay and Robert. 5 years ago, we quit our jobs, sold our house and all of our possessions, and began living the dream of traveling the world with only backpacks on our backs. After flying over 300,000 miles and visiting 82 countries, COVID brought us to a screeching halt. True to our fashion, we improvised and bought a brand new van and built it out in just 6 weeks to explore the United States until international travel opens up.
Let's talk windows. Windows are a big piece of our build that we did on the 4x4, and they're going to be a big piece on this. We're doing the same layout inside. We want that living room effect that we have in the 4x4. We want that duplicated in here. So we are going to put in windows in 3 locations, and then we're going to have 3 locations without windows, which will be different than the 4x4. And the reason that we're not putting windows in those locations is it's the bathroom area. You don't need one there. We double tinted our windows on the 4x4 to handle not being able to see in, but you don't really need windows there. So we're not gonna put them on the rear doors, the cargo doors, and we're not gonna put one on the driver's side rear. That'll save a little bit of money. The windows right now, well, I'll go through that in a second. So the windows that we're gonna do is we're gonna do the driver front window. And that window's the same if you have a 170 or a 144. That window is identical. We're also going to do the sliding door. So that way, when we do the sliding door and the driver's side window, we'll swivel these seats like we did on the 4x4, and then it'll feel like a living room. It'll be wide open. So that you know, that's what we want to get. We want to get the same feeling. Then we're also going to do this window here, which is above the kitchen, and this is specific to the 144 wheelbase. This one here is the same in a 170 wheelbase or 144. This one is different. As you can see, it's a huge window, and when we put them in on the 4x4, it was awesome because once you got that thing in there, it's just one window. It was crazy. So what happens with the windows, and my cohort here, Gay, you know, we are a team, so we work together very well, and it's so required, especially the windows or other things, but we did all the windows in the 4x4 in about a half a day to cut out, a half a day to put in. So very quick, no leaks. So that's the same plan this time, no leaks.
And where are you ordering the windows from?
So the windows we got from vanwindowsdirect.com, and I think they're out of California, but anyway, they were on sale. So a couple things here. We were looking at vented windows. Vented windows we don't care for as much because they have structure inside, so they're framed out differently. And so there's a frame around the outside, inside, and then there's a frame coming across because you have 2 windows that vent. Nice thing with that is it's super easy. You just open that up and you get a vented, especially pulling from your fan or pushing out from your fan. It's very, very nice. But the issue is it cuts your view. So in the van, in this 4x4, we're able to sit in there and just have that whole window. So like a picture window at a house. With the vents, it cuts it off. So we did not care for that. But right now, the big deal is $600 for one of the vented windows, $230 or something like that on sale. And again, you know, I don't know how long the sale runs. It might have been running for years. A lot of times they just continue to run, or it may be on sale for some reason. I mean, I don't understand it. We have a supply chain issue, and these windows are on sale, but they're $230 a piece, and so really inexpensive. And then I think the maximum is $250 shipping. So we ordered those. Those are supposed to ship in the next few weeks, and hopefully they're there when we arrive. In order to do the windows, what you do, and we won't be able to show you from the inside, so if you look over here, there's panels in here. We didn't have the panels in the 4x4, but you go through with there's like, you'll be able to see there's an outline there, and you dent it with like a screwdriver type of thing. You dent it all around, so on the outside, by the time you're done, you'll have all these little dent marks, And what we did on the 4x4 was we just connected that with a magic marker around, and then we came in with the drill, drilled one in, and then used a metal shears, which is just like a big scissors, like electric scissors, a can opener type of thing. And it just can open this all up. The hard parts of your corners a little bit to get around, but it was great. It wasn't that darn jigsaw that was just, you know, throwing shavings all over. It was just a nice clean cut all the way around. So once we did that, it went very fast.
And this video of the windows, it will show in great detail, so we won't go over the entire details.
Yeah, so subscribe and keep on watching, because right now I'm just giving you an overview. It's not that hard because the cut lines are in like here, you know, so you have all this room around the window, so it's not like you're like, oh, I got to cut way down here and that window's got to fit perfect. No, all this gets to, this puts the Seal-Flux, I guess, the caulking basically, the adhesive caulking that goes on the window goes around here, and then it just goes on there. So one of the concerns somebody would have is, how do I get that window, you know, to be perfect? It's like, you don't. There's a big gap here that you just put the caulking on, and then we have these two things that hold the window, and you put it on there. We'll go through it in detail when we do it. You'll see it, because we're going to be doing a bunch of windows, which we'll talk about that later. But all at once like that, hopefully with no rain in Tacoma, but I don't know if that's even possible.
So that's it on the windows, right?
Yeah, that's it. They're on order. They're ready to go. We ordered the Seal-Flux, which is I think P2G, which you can look it up, but that's what you use on this, and we used it on the 4x4, and it worked great. We're also going to have, like I said, the metal shears, and we'll have a battery-powered caulking gun, which is very important because you want to have this fairly even around there. But again, we'll go through all that later, but this gives you an overview of the windows, and it's going to look great from the outside, it's going to look great from the inside, and we're going to do it very quickly, and it's not going to leak. Because if it leaks, that's a problem. Meaning you have to, I'd probably just break the window and have somebody come in and redo it, but it won't happen. So that's the windows. Definitely subscribe, so a lot more videos to come, and this is a lot more videos. Yeah, and this is very fun for us, and for me, I love this. This is, you know, I love projects, so follow along. I love that we're videoing, because when we did the 4x4, we weren't videoing, you know, even though we hammered that thing 24/7, so it would have been hard to video. But we plan on videoing everything this time, so give a like, subscribe, follow along, and have a good day.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys. It sound right, boys.